All right. All right, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Today we're going to install Gentoo Linux with OpenRC. So we're going to open up the Gentoo handbook real quick. Put this to the side. Open up a terminal. And then let's see here. Control X plus. All right. Okay, good. All right. So now we're going to format the drive. So LSB OK. We see that we got two partitions that are already formatted. 1 GB for the boot partition and another one for the root partition. So we're going to do a BTRFS subvolume kind of thing going on. So we're going to do mkfs.fat f 32/dev and NVMe 0 and 1. All right. And then we're going to do the crypt setup. So this is the important command to write if you want to install grub. So which is crypt setup looks format type lux1 /dev /nvme01 part 2. Misspelling. Type in yes. Super secret password. So the reason why we're using lux1 instead of lux2, which is the default usually, is because Grub doesn't want to support lux2. So I don't know. All right. And now if we continue with the handbook and go to AMD 64. Alrighty, installing the Gentoo installation files, preparing the disks. We formatted it, and now we're gonna do crypt setup lux open /dev nvme 0n1 part 2 space and the name of the root partition or whatever, or root fs, just to keep it simple. Alrighty. And then we're gonna format to btrfs, so mkfs.btrfs. But first, before we do that, you can see that this is the thing we're trying to format. Over here is an encrypted partition, and then there's another partition inside that needs to be formatted. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So you notice that it says rootfs. So let me show you how to format it. So mkfs.btrfs /dev mapper rootfs. And now it's formatted. And now we're gonna reference Gentoo, another guide, Gentoo install btrfs sub volume install. Of course, this guy said systemd, but disregard that. We need these commands specifically to be able to mount the subvolumes. So we're going to create the subvolumes right now. So first we have to mount dev mapper rootfs. Oh wait. I'm getting airheaded right now. I don't know why. mkdir, we gotta create the directory mkdir -p space /mnt gentoo mount /dev mapper rootfs space /mnt /gentoo and then cd /mnt /gentoo. As you can see, notice how rootfs is mounted, not NVMe 0n1 part 2. Both are important, you just have to get inside with a password. So and now we're going to create our subvolumes. So btrfs sub volume create /mnt gentoo at root. btrfs subvolume create /mnt gentoo /home. btrfs subvolume create mnt gentoo snapshots. And now we're going to ls, and you can see the subvolumes are created. So btrfs subvolume list. Oh wait. btrfs subvolume list /mnt /gentoo. As you can see, root, home, and snapshots. Now umount /mnt, or actually we need to cd and then umount /mnt /gentoo. And now this is the complicated command that I still have trouble, but I still reference because we're using subvolumes. So I just follow along with this guide. So mount t btrfs o noah time relatime compress equals lzo, and this is important, space cache if you have an NVMe SSD equals version 2. This is important if you especially have an M.2 SSD. v2 subvol equals root /dev mapper root fs space /mnt gentoo. Space cache is misspelled. There we go. And now we're going to create our other directories, or to mount on. So mkdir /p /mnt gentoo home, and then mkdir /p mnt gentoo dot snapshots. So we're going to do in the same command that we just type in, but this time we're going to mount our home partition. Root home mnt /gentoo home. There we go. So far so good. And then snapshots. Then snapshots subvolume for the subvolume, and then our mount point is dot snapshots. All right, and now we can continue with the Gentoo installation. And now we're going to create our EFI partition since we are using UEFI. So mkdir -p mnt gentoo /EFI. And then we're gonna mount /dev nvme 0 and 1 part 1. As we remember, that's the formatted FAT drive or the FAT partition, to space /mnt Gentoo /EFI. Everything is mounted now. And now we're going to install the stage file. So we're going to use OpenRC. So you got to go Gentoo stage 3 downloads AMD64. Stages. I assume you want a desktop, so we're going to choose desktop profile OpenRC. We're going to copy the link and then cd/mnt Gentoo. Everything looks good. Run the correct mount points. So wget Control-Shift-V, paste the link. It says AMD64 desktop OpenRC, and let's get it rolling. And then we're going to set up our cron thing to get the time synchronization right, so there won't be any errors. And then we scroll down. I also recommend that you check you're verifying and you're validating your thing. We're gonna skip that for educational purposes. Please verify your stage 3 files. We're going to copy this link to extract the tarball. Then we continue on. And then we're going to prepare our ch root. We're going to copy dereference etcresolve.conf to /mnt/gentoo/etc. And since we're in the Gentoo live CD, we're going to do arch-chroot/mnt Gentoo. Because if we were not, we would have to do all these complicated commands, and it's a bitch. Let's just say that. So thank you, Arch Linux. And now we're gonna emerge WebRSync. This is gonna stand up real quick. You can emerge sync, but we're going to select our profile. So we're going to plan to install a compositor. So a Wayland compositor. So we're going to do select profile. As you can see, we're in the desktop profile. Nothing needs to be changed. So and then we're just gonna skip that, and then we're gonna install the necessary packages before we continue. So emerge ask crypt setup DOS FS tools BTRFS progs, or yeah, progs. And we're gonna let it rip. Just checking how you guys are doing. If there's anybody, welcome. Gotta tune this thing real quick. All right. So that's installed. And then we're gonna set our CPU flags for our processor. And since we are running a AMD GPU, we're gonna need to copy this. So Control C. So echo, Control Shift V, greater than symbol / etc, portage, package. If I could spell. All right. DOS. Oh wait, we don't have DOS yet. And now we're gonna accept our licenses. So free and binary redistributable. We need the binary redistributable so we can be able to, how you say, download our Linux firmware. So we're gonna install Vim just to make things easier. So emerge, ask, Vim. If I can only find my, oh, there it is. Oh, hello. How's it going? How's it going, Slurshy? I'm still learning that song. All right. Let's see here. What was I doing? Nice. Got your AI set up? That's cool. Which AI thing are you using, if I may ask? I don't know the terminal versions of like AI. Oh man. Olamo works in terminal. Oh, okay. Gotta check that out. Okay. Yeah, I don't know the AI stuff yet, but I would love to use it. Probably can install it in my hardware, maybe. Oh, okay. Smaller models can run on anything on AI with AI. Okay, with the AI thing. Let's see if I can find some notes. I run a few small AI on the 4th gen Intel i7 with 8 gigabytes of DDR3. I have no excuse not to run it. But, yeah. Yeah, this AI stuff is unfortunately here to stay, like it or not. So I gotta adapt. Alright, it's almost done. Ow. I'm gonna go down. Oh, absolutely. I agree. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? Help Gentoo 6 tax. Syntax. Pipewire. Lib pulse. Blues. Oh. Ah, fuck. What got me busy is installing Gentoo. Just installing Gentoo with OpenRC. So right now we just added the what's it called? The licenses agreement to accept the licenses of free and binary redistributable. So we can be able to download our Linux firmware. So yeah. Pipe that. We're gonna need this anyway. Oh, thanks. It's a 7-string. Yep. It's just something to pass the time because, like, since Gentoo takes a long time to compile, might as well as play a bit of guitar. It's a Sterling by Music Man. That's John Petrucci or something. I forgot, but it's a good guitar. Sterling makes some good guitars that are affordable. Let's see. I got the budget model from Sterling, not the Ernie Ball one, but it's the Sterling version. It's like I think it was 600 or $500. Yeah, $500. It's a no. I meant like Sterling. What you're mentioning is Ernie Ball. Ernie Ball is the expensive model. This is just the affordable version of it. Yeah, I feel you. It's more affordable. It's not cheap. I could say that. I guess. And now we're gonna Vim. Go down to English US because that's what I speak. Locale -gen. And then select our locales. And then configure the kernel. So emerge ask Linux firmware. Yeah, getting a running cards for 600 is nice. Let's see here. Nice. Do I install these lives do I do these lives regularly? Somewhat regularly, I do. A long time Arch user. Yeah, try out Gentoo. Just remember, if you're gonna install Gentoo, install it on a separate SSD, NVMe SSD. If you got one of these laying around, I had this before the BS with the AI crap going on, then yeah, go for it. Or you can check out Arctic's Linux. Alright. And now we're going to do emerge pv install kernel drag cut EFI stop. Nice. Of course you do 2 SSDs. It's a nice OS lacking a good INI. Yeah, I feel you. Let's see. Now we're gonna edit it. Port CD portage package. Oh fuck. Package.use and vim install kernel. Sys kernel install kernel grub microgrid for our init ramfs. Emerge ask install kernel. Huh. That's weird. Maybe. Oh. What was I doing? All right, very good. Where my capo at? Capo, capo, where are you? Where are you? All right, there we go. I don't know if this is gonna work though. Oh. we go. We're not gonna mess with secure boot for now. Emerge, ask Gentoo kernel. Oh, it's gonna be a binary kernel. Look, I value my time. So, and your time too, so why not? So you don't have to sit down and listen to my music. Let's see. Trying to learn bossa nova. And then right here. I don't know. Yeah, Gentoo can be confusing. It's just you just choose the distro that's right for you. Gentoo, I just like Gentoo because it fits me and my lifestyle. Like, I'm not using the computer every day. Like, there are off days where I don't even touch a computer. Well, except my smartphone. So, it's just reliable. It just boots up and then it just works for me. Your mileage may vary, of course, because, like, everybody's different. Yeah, fuck me. Genful. Oh, failed. let's see, emerge, PV, UGERD. Emerge, PV, crypt. Okay. Or by sending crypt set a header. Failed emerges is part of life. Unable to validate Luke's header. Google's your best friend when it, and unless if it's not. So we're gonna go to our CD. Yeah, but this is just like a freaking, like a general, what's it called? Yeah, close to completely installed. I just use the default web browser when I'm installing on the live CD. With the live CD, let's see, CD/etc. etc. Fuck. etc UGERD ls vim config.toml, and then validate header. No, I have not. Validate header. Gentoo kernel /bin. Fuck. Oh, you send it. I guess I gotta have to check it out. Oh, let me get this guitar out of the way. Relux header for root. Change configure. What? Oh, fuck. You heard build logging, no build logging. No clean, rotate, no validate. Host only. Print. It's not gonna work. There's something I'm doing wrong. How do you set up looks? Because that may be why UGIRD may be being difficult. Well, I use Lux 1 because I'm tending to use the grub bootloader, because Lux 2 is not supported on grub. So I went into the UGIRD thing, unable to read Lux header on Lux 1. Okay. So your storage partition, like extension 4, can be encrypted with Lux 2. UGIRD would encrypt it for you, while Grub just boots the kernel from the plaintext boot partition. Oh, okay. Huh. Does it work with OpenRC? Oh, wait, no, never mind. I get what you mean now. Because I updated the... It's gonna fail. I feel it. And then it's gonna build the inner MFS, which may or may not work. Because I updated the config.toml thing. There we go. Yeah, for UGIRD. So, I scroll up, right? It says, header validation can be disabled for this Lux volume by setting the following configuration. Validate header false. And then I go vim config.toml. Ah. That's my mistake. So validate header. I mounted it to EFI on the boot partition. So yeah. Or by setting crypt setup header validation false. Simpler to set up. Okay. Let's see. What the hell? Huh, that was weird. Is not supported for Luke's 1. If Luke's 1 is being used, please consider using Luke's 2 if possible. Okay. Guess we're going to use Dracut. So we're gonna go back. Yeah, drag cut can be frustrating. Configuring the Linux kernel. Install kernel, drag cut. And then yeah, I could. How would I do it though? That's the thing. How would I do it? Because before I did that, it was not successful with Grub. I don't know what the hell I did with Grub to make it work the last time. Grub should be fine. You have to make sure that UGIRD and the kernel are installed correctly, because if grub window shows up and boot parameter doesn't work, it's either kernel or an initramfs. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Okay. I know I have to do something with the kernel command line. Full disk encryption. Luke's header setup. Trip setup. CH routing, time zone, config the fstab, installing the sources, installing the microcode, installing configure. Oh yeah, because I'm running grub, so okay. This one's gonna get an error too. Because if memory serves me correct, then it's because I did not point the okay, let's see. I know drag cut with crypt setup. I use Void Linux and Arch Linux. Yeah, so I had used Arch Linux before and also Void Linux. My first ever distro, if you want to know, is Ubuntu 14.04. Let's see if what are the errors. There we go. Nice. Yeah, Arch Linux is nice. Drag modules. CMD line. Add four side drag module, drag modules, CMD line. Yeah. Ex Libre. I heard some controversial things about it. System D, absolutely. It's controversial. Okay, good. I figured it out. Control Shift C. the crypt thing. Kernel command line crypt setup. Oh. RD. rd.lux uid equals Gentoo kernel. What in the fuck is going on? UTC CMD line. Yeah. On starting over and installing, or like on running a Linux distribution? And now the fun part. Gen fstab Gentoo emerge as gen fstab. Yeah, but I'm running out of time right now. Gen fstab. All right. Gen fstab -u slash Alright. Looks good. Gen fstab rootfs, rootfs. I know it's ironic that a Gentoo user says that BIOS is time. And now we're going to do host name. No, wait, no. Echo Lorraine for the host name /etc/host name. Hold on, I gotta make a phone call. Alrighty. OpenRC is something I'm not familiar with because I've been a long time soystemd Gentoo simp or something. Soystemd simp. SOYSTMD. uh, OpenRC, in my opinion, is light years better than systemd, purely because simplicity. There is nothing extra. It is and only ever will be agreed in its system. Yeah, I'm just not familiar with it because I've been a long time systemd user, so I'm just adapting. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I know. It's just I'm still learning about OpenRC. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me. Vimmake.conf. Use system soystemd. Lorraine. Password. right. Yeah, I did. Chorny. It's crony. Yeah, the way I installed DragCut, then I put the Luke's UUID and the root UUID into the etc/command line, CMD line, so I could be able to install and regenerate the inner RAMFS. Hydrate or die. Or die. All right. Now RC update add sys klog d default. I've been a Gentoo user for like 3 years, I think. I think so. I don't remember. Oh, Crony D, yeah. Thank you. Crony, file indexing, bash completion. Oh, one more package. Emerge, ask, IO, scheduler, udev, rules. This is needed for the NVMe SSD. PV grub. Okay. Protect secure boot, verify sig. QEMU. U-boot. Looks good to me. And now grub dash install. So we got an error, so we gotta enable crypto disk. So cd/etc default vim grub crypto fuck. Oh wow. And then grub dash mkconfig dash o slash UEFI We're gonna use doas instead of what's it called, sudo, because why not? Well, if everything works, then this should work. We're gonna see if this boots up or not. Ow! So real quickly, I'm gonna set up the Wi-Fi. And that's about it. So, emerge, doas, emerge, ask. And there we go. This is our Gentoo install. Any OS you want to, or any, what's it called? Any desktop environment you want to install, you can install it. You want to install a compositor, that's cool too. But let's just, let's see. We're going to do some other things too before we get into this thing. So, doas emerge, ask, eselect. And dev vcs git it should be in reverse order. Dyslexia, am I right? And I don't have dyslexia. My brain is weird. So we got it installed finally. Well, that's about it. So I'm just gonna check out real quick and possibly do another stream on how to set up either Hyperland or Mango WC, or depending on this laptop. So if you like the video, give me a like. If not, tell me why. And I hope you have a good one. Bye.